Q106.5 and Dirks Bentley. And thank God for this woman. Amen. Scott Miller, Cindy Campbell on the Q106.5 morning show. Thank God for this woman. Amen.
Yeah.
Who has just come into the studio. Welcome Jennifer Lenfest from Fresh Air Fund and also from the Bangor area Friendly Town, which is kind of you guys work together. Welcome to the Q106.5 morning show, Jennifer.
Thank you for having me.
Well, our pleasure. Do tell us about the Fresh Air Fund and what it does.
Okay, so the Fresh Air Fund is a nonprofit organization based out of New York City, and we bring underprivileged, low-income children from the 5 boroughs of New York City to places like here in Maine to stay with friendly host families for about a week or 2 each summer. And it gives them an opportunity to get out of the city and come and experience the things like we take for granted, maybe running around barefoot in your front yard or having a campfire, roasting marshmallows, stargazing, such as that.
They must feel like they're in a different world when they get to Maine.
Yeah.
They really do. It's so awesome to see like the amazement in their eyes and the awe on their face when they arrive. And like when we picked up our city child the first summer at the Augusta Civic Center, she was amazed how many trees there were in Augusta, Maine. And I was like, wait till we get home to Mount Vernon, Maine, where there are lots of trees on a dirt road that we live on. But it's fascinating to them just to see the stars and the trees, go swimming in the lake, things like that.
So many things we take for granted living here in Maine that they can't even imagine. Like we were talking before we went on the air about just the amount of stars that they can see compared to what you can see in the city.
Yes, absolutely. There was one little girl who thought she was seeing fireworks in the sky, and we were like, where? And it's just because she could finally see so many stars in the sky. To her, it appeared to be fireworks because they don't get to see the stars in the city.
Mm-hmm. Yes, absolutely. Too much neon and too many office buildings lit up, et cetera, et cetera.
Yes.
So you have you've been bringing the same kid up for how many years now? 5 years?
Last summer was the 5th summer that Khadija, our child from New York City, she's from the Bronx. She came 5 summers in a row. Hopefully this will be the 6th summer. But she's just become a regular part of our family. And I think it's made a big difference in her life, but not only hers, our life and our children's lives, getting to experience other cultures and getting to know other races and just sharing, and they become friends and they talk year-round as well. That's our hope, that with new host families, when you host a new child, that you have a great bond and that you would bring that same child back each summer and grow a bond and stay in touch for life. Hopefully.
So what kind of qualities do you look for in a host family?
We look for just a loving, kind family who's willing to open up their hearts and their home. You just need basically an extra bed to sleep in, an extra plate at the table. Like we said earlier, you don't need to plan elaborate outings and events. They're happy to go swimming at the lake with you or go bicycling down the road or roast marshmallows. And it's just for 1 week, your first year. The children are from age 7 to 12 on their first visit, and then they can continue to come until their 18th birthday if they go to see the same family after they're 12.
Yeah. Wow. And you've been bringing the same kid up. Now, when this kid ages out, are you going to keep doing this? Are you going to start over? Or?
Start over. We will. I would probably invite another child as well, but never lose touch with her. She's just become a part of our family, but I would be open to hosting another child as well.
It's interesting. And you probably started, your kid's age, the same age as your child.
Well, we do have host families that don't have children, or maybe you're an empty nester. We have grandparents that host and maybe bring their grandchildren to stay so that there's someone to play with. Just all different types of host families.
Now, if someone's thinking, okay, this sounds interesting, where can they get information? Is there a website or a
There
Facebook?
is. You would go to freshair.org. There is also a Facebook page, which is Fresh Air Fund of North Central Maine. And just right on the website, freshair.org, you can apply to host, and then it would give the information to myself and my husband. My husband's the Bangor area chair, and I am the North Central Maine assistant fund rep.
Right.
So it would based on the area that you're in, send it to the correct volunteer, which in this area is my husband and I.
Right, right. Any chance I could come stay with you for a week?
Yes,
sounds like fun, all the stuff, huh?
We will roast marshmallows.
Oh, beautiful.
Roasting marshmallows and fishing, that's, my kind of summer.
Exactly. That's
right.
a vacation, all right.
That would be awesome.
Jennifer, thank you so much for coming in, and best of luck to the Fresh Air Fund.
Great. Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
Our pleasure.